Ramadan, welcome holy month Ramadan, Ahlan Ramadan.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, lahul hamdul hasan wal thana'ul jameel, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, yaqulul haqqa wa huwa yahdi sabil, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh, sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa tabi'ina lahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin, amma ba'd. Inshallah ta'ala, in this Ramadan message I want to speak about how the month of Ramadan is Shahrut Tamayyuz. It's a month where we distinguish ourselves, okay, with unique things. It's not a month that should be treated like any other month within the year, okay? And a lot of people tend to fall into that the month of Ramadan is like any other month for them. وَلِذَلِكَ inshallah ta'ala, this tamayyuz, this distinguishing that we need to do from every other month, 4 things we should focus on inshallah ta'ala. Okay, brothers and sisters, if we focus on these 4 things, inshallah ta'ala, it will be good and blessed and pleasant, inshallah ta'ala. So the first one is لا بد من التفريق بين التميز الإيجابي ووسائله وطرق الوصول إليه والتميز السلبي ومظاهره وأشكاله وأشكاله لتحقيق الأول واجتناب الثاني. This month there is التميز الإيجابي and there's also التميز السلبي. What does that mean? Positive and negative. So many people in this month of Ramadan, they distinguish it from every other month by the way that they eat. They actually eat more in Ramadan than they would eat in any other month. So what do? They bring food that the month of Ramadan is known for. You don't see those food any other time of the year. People eat it now. Samosas, for example, people connect that to Ramadan. The dishes, the food that is served and the food that people eat, they don't eat that food in any other month like that. And excessive and extravagant when it comes to eating and drinking. That is tamayyuz, which is salbi. That's a harmful, you're distinguishing Ramadan from every other month with something that's not positive. It's something negative. It's salbiyun madmoom. You're trying to connect to this month food that's not what it's about. It's not about food. Okay, brothers and sisters. So this is the first thing I want you to all remember. The second point, brothers and sisters, is learning the fiqh of Ramadan. You have to distinguish this month by knowing its ins and its outs. Knowing thamaratul siyam, the outcome and the benefits that you get from fasting. Many people don't know that. All the other months, maybe you don't need to study about it. Like in this month, distinguish it from the other months by learning about it. How do I know Ramadan entered? How do I know Ramadan is ending? What is Ramadan about? What is the reality of Ramadan? What are the things that can nullify my fasting? And etc. The ahkam that are required. You need to make sure that you learn about it. And you have understanding of it. Okay? And a lot of people, what they do is, when Ramadan enters, they start watching musalsalat, shows. Avoid that and try to watch in this month, not movies and things like that are made for Ramadan but are just a problem in the month than any benefit. Go towards these Islamic programs that the ulama and the mashayikh and the talabatul ilm have done, where you study about the ahkam and the heart softening and the raqa'iq and all the benefits that you take for it. The third thing that you need to distinguish this month for, brothers and sisters, is this is the month where from the beginning to the end you have to be with 2 pillars. The 2 pillars that are needed for every action. Sincerity and what? Al-mutaba'a. It's a month where you're distinguishing from every other month where sincerity and following the Prophet ﷺ is required. In every other month, some things that you do don't require sincerity from you. Your worldly affairs and the things that you do doesn't require it from you. Like in this month, everything try to come with a good intention for it. Even the things which are from the mubahat, try to do it taqarruban ila Allah, to get close to Allah by it. Okay, brothers and sisters. Also, al-mutaba'a. This is a month where you learn the concept of following the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam in every little details. So for example, when the fasting is broken, what is it the first thing that you should break your fasting with? This is something that a person should study and learn. Iftar time is come, what should I break my fast with? The Prophet ﷺ, he told us that we should break it with a date. And if you can't find it, then break it with water. وَهَكَذَا. So you're following the sunnah of what is it that a person needs to be doing. Okay? That's important, brothers and sisters, and that's vital that we understand that. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala make us people who distinguish it. Point number 4, and the last one, which is عدم الإكثار من الأمور التي ستقوم بها. This month, brothers and sisters, don't overdo. Stick to small things that you can accomplish, that you can do, that are within your boundaries and your ability. Don't do things that you can't keep up with, and you're going to, after a few days, you're going to get tired and fatigued, and you're not going to do anything. أحب الأعمال إلى الله أدومها وإن قل. أحب الأعمال إلى الله أدومها وإن قل. The best actions to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala are those which are consistent, even if they are little. Even if they're little. Try to do that, inshallah. And brothers and sisters, Ibn al-Hanafiya radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, لِيَصُّمْ سَمْعُكَ. Let your hearings fast with you. Your ears, let them fast with you by not listening to music and that which is haram. وَبَصَرُكَ, and your eyesight. وَلِسَانُكَ, and your tongue. وَبَدَنُكَ, and your body. فَلَا تَجْعَلْ يَوْمَ فِطْرِكَ مِثْلَ يَوْمَ صَوْمِكَ. Don't make your day of fasting like the day that you're not fasting. وَاتَّقِي أَذَى الْخَادِمِ. Okay, brothers and sisters. And the Salaf al-Salih, Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, the way that they used to do tamayyuz in this month is that this is the time when they used to call the poor and they would say, come eat with me. وَلِذَلِكَ عَبْدُ اللَّهِ ibn Umarin. It was mentioned from him that كان ابن عمر يصوم ولا يفطر إلا مع المسكين. Abdullah ibn Umar, in this month of Ramadan, he would not break his fast except with the miskin and the poor people. فإذا منعه أهله عنهم. If his people would stop him from this, what would he do? لم يتعشى تلك الليلة. He wouldn't eat that night. He would say, I'm not going to eat. If the masakin are not going to eat with us. وإذا كان Abdullah ibn Umar was وكان إذا جاءه سائل. If someone who's asking would come to him, وهو على طعامي, while he was eating, أخذ نصيبه من الطعام. That person will get his portion from the food. وقام فأعطاه السائل. And he would give that person whatever they wanted from him. فيرجع وقد أكل أهله ما بقي في الجفنة فيصبح صائما ولم يأكل شيئا. If his family, Abdullah ibn Umar, stopped him from it, he wouldn't eat. He would wake up, he would leave, and he would just walk away. جاء سائل إلى أحمد بن حنبل. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, a person who was asking, came to him, rahimahullah ta'ala. فدفع إليه رغيفين. He gave him 2 breads. كان يعدهما لفطره. It was that he was preparing these 2 breads, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, to eat it for his iftar. ثم طوى وأصبح صائما. Had nothing to give to him. Just like Ibn Umar. Both of them. The only thing they had to eat, they gave it to the miskin. And they end up not eating anything. And they fast the next day like that. Allahu Akbar. A'immatul Huda wa Masabihud Duja. Ahmed prepared those 2 breads to eat for himself. A miskin came, he gives it to him. Take it. And he doesn't have anything to eat, so he doesn't eat that whole day. And the next day he fasts like that. Same happened to Abdullah ibn Umar. He gave to the miskin whatever he needed. فيرجع وقد أكل أهله ما بقي في الجفنة فيصبح صائما ولم يأكل شيئا. Abdullah ibn Umar didn't eat anything. He gave it to the poor man, right? And his family finished everything. They ate it. So this month, brothers and sisters, it's that kind of month, brothers and sisters. It's so distinct and it's so unique and it's so distinguished from all the other months. But don't distinguish it with food and decorating the house and etc. That's not the spirit of what Ramadan is about, brothers and sisters. Ramadan is more than that, brothers and sisters. It's more than that. So it's a month of Quran, it's a month of Salah, it's a month of كثرة ذكر الله عز وجل, الدعاء والبذل والنفقات والجود والعطاء والصبر والتحمل المشاق والعناء والاستقامة وحفظ القلب واللسان ومخالفة الأهواء واجتماع الكلمة والمحبة والتآلف والإخاء. It's a month of brotherhood. It's a month of forgiveness and unity. It's a month where the people come together. It's a month where people oppose their desires and they go against it. It's a month where you protect your heart and your tongue and you're steadfast and you're upright. It's a month where you endure hardship and stress and all of that. It's a month where you give. You increase in the remembrance of Allah Ta'ala and dua It's a month where you recite so much Quran and you pray and etc. نسأل الله رب العرش العظيم أن يجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه، وأن يتقبل منا ومنكم صيامنا وقيامنا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أستغفرك وأتوب إليه.
Ramadan, welcome holy month Ramadan, Ahlan Ramadan.